Irakari abantu.
This is Education and Patriotism. You're most welcome to Skytv, and this is the special edition. First of all, before we go further, I want to congratulate the Catholic faith people in Uganda, those who subscribe to the Catholic faith for Uganda Matters. Today we are celebrating the Uganda Matters, those people who sacrifice their lives for their religion. There are very many, Bazeketa, Matia Mulumba, and others. So we congratulate Ugandans upon reaching this day, and to the guests from all sides of the world. We have pilgrims from Nigeria, pilgrims from Kenya, and all other places. You're most welcome. Feel free and feel at home. This is Education and Patriotism, and actually Namgongo, by the way, you who is just watching us, this is the reason why we need to love Uganda. If people can come from all walks of life to come and celebrate with us here, then we have a reason to say, oh Uganda, oh God bless Uganda. God bless our motherland, Uganda. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for choosing to watch Sky TV, especially this famous education show, Education and Patriotism. This is the special edition that I have with students from various schools that I'm yet to introduce to you. We are talking about the issue of graduates and the irresponsibility of parents. First of all, we are saying that the unemployment and poverty amongst the graduates is due to the irresponsibility of parents. What do you think? First of all, we have had situations where parents have been engaged in money making and have spared little time to talk to their children. That is one. They have lacked guidance. Children have lacked guidance, and parents are saying, you teachers, you can do everything, and for us, our role is to pay fees. But we're saying, is that enough? If you're a parent and you're paying fees, are you supposed to neglect or to ignore or to leave your responsibility to the teachers? Yet they work on the timetable. Do they have enough time to look at your children or at your child as an individual? Those are issues that we need to look into. What about the character? If you, a parent, cannot look at the character of your child to monitor, what about the teachers at school? Would they be able to have enough time to monitor this child in terms of discipline? And how about the issue of teaching children good manners? You know, we always say charity begins at home. But is it still beginning from there, or it is beginning from the world? Are the children learning manners from home, or they are learning from somewhere else? Then what about graduates? They undermine jobs. These are they like, you know, white collar jobs instead of blue collar jobs, which pay lucratively, by the way. The graduates also dream of only working in offices, and this is a challenge that most of these graduates, when they leave school, then they end up on streets because white collar jobs are scarce and they are very limited. Even those that are available, some people always say they are for sale. You know, you have got to have enough capital to buy the jobs. So this is a big challenge. What about materialism? Love for money. You get a job somewhere, but you are looking into getting money rather than working hard to add value to the job of your boss. And the society has not been fair, especially to these graduates who are having such kind of challenges. But together with my guests, we are saying, what is the issue? Who is to blame? Should we blame the parents, or we should blame the graduates who study and maybe they are as if they don't know what they want? And please, at this juncture, allow me to introduce to you my guests. My name is Vicent Mujinya, and in the studios, I have students from various schools, like I told you. This is the special edition. So I'm going to begin with a lady. Yes, I have one lady and very many gentlemen here. So, Madam, please, you're welcome again to Education and Patriotism on Sky TV, because I know this is not your first time. Say hi to the viewers and tell us where you come from, who you are, and why you're here.
Thank you, Mr. Modulator. My name is Minez Oresti, Senior 6 from Heritage Vocational Secondary School.
Heritage Vocational Secondary School, yes. These are our hosts of the 17th event. of national essay writing, of regional essay writing and speaking competition. So you're most welcome, Edgar. Let me come here, immediately left here. Gentleman, please face the camera and tell the viewers where you're coming from and what your name is and which class you are in and why you are here.
Thank you, moderator. My name is Tumukunde Josephat from Western College in Mbarara, and I'm in Form 6 Science.
Western College. He's a scientist, and Tumukunde Josephat is his name. Gentleman, next, kindly tell us where you come from.
Thank you, sir, Mr. Moderator. I'm happy to be here. My name is Chinesmas. I'm from Alliance.
Alliance.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you so much. Let me jump direct to our Swahaba. Yeah, hey, please tell us where you come from, your school, and why you're here.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. My name is Kayendo Spice. I'm from Mina High School, Bihare, and I'm really glad to come to present my school.
You're glad to be here.
Yes.
Thank you so much. So I want you to feel free and you interact. You know, this is education and patriotism. We are in class, but no chalk.
Yes.
Okay, we don't have chalk here. So feel free. First of all, I need again to begin with the lady. We are saying our topic here is that the poverty and unemployment amongst the graduates, these people who finish school, is due to the irresponsibility of parents. And in your view, what do you think as you tell the viewers in just very few minutes?
Thank you, sir. According to what I think poverty and unemployment is not due to the parents, but to the graduates themselves, because of the points as given below. First of all, I think poverty is caused by bad peers after graduation. What do I mean? Most graduates tend to join bad peer groups the moment they graduate from campus. For example, you find someone has joined people who take drugs, these party animals, the party goers, and each and every money they get, they just invest in that. And in most cases, when you're addicted to drugs, it may even decline your health. You can't even work. So how can parents be blamed because of that? And then another point, most graduates are undermining jobs. For example, they like white-collar jobs. They want these jobs whereby you sit in the office the whole day. They don't want to struggle. You find someone takes a course for a white-collar job, forgetting that those jobs are limited. And in most cases, they are preserved for those people with big connections.
But you can be among those with big connections.
You can be, but in most cases, it's not the case. Whereby the Uganda of today, you have to be having skills. You have to be knowing how to create something for your own.
Okay.
And then another thing, population pressure. Whereby many people graduate competing for same jobs on the same course. You find like over 1,000 graduates have graduated competing for one job, and that causes much competition for the job. So you find some are left out while others are given the jobs, which causes unemployment amongst them.
Okay.
Yes. And another point, some people have bad character. The graduates, they have bad character. They are not disciplined. For example, you find if at all they are lucky and they are given jobs, you find they don't know how to live in society. They don't know how to respect their bosses. They end up being fired from jobs. You find each and everywhere they go, they cannot get a job because of that bad character they possess.
So maybe you may tell the viewer what are some of the examples of the bad character that they exhibit that could make them be expelled or be discontinued from their jobs.
For example, some of them, they are like alcoholic. They are alcoholic. They are addicted to alcohol. You find they come to jobs when they are drunk, they act hostile, and then others are thieves. When someone is given a job like to handle money for a certain company, but that person is robbing the company instead of building it. So that's the bad character I'm talking about. And I don't think parents are to blame for that.
It is the graduates who are supposed to blame. Okay, as you near the completion of your points.
Yes. And then another point, the hostile working environments. For example, teachers. Take for instance, teachers in schools. We know in schools, students act too hostile. You find students don't provide a conducive environment for the teachers that are teaching them. So if someone is not all that strong to bear all that, they just quit the job. And they're like, at least let me go home and sit. I can't bear all these conditions. So also that some environments don't provide good working
conditions for the graduates.
And parents are not supposed to blame for that.
Do you think they are always willing to persevere?
Most of them are not willing to persevere.
So I hope you are not part of those.
Of course I'm not.
Okay. Thank you so much. That is the head girl, Heritage Vocational Secondary School. She's talking about the graduates. She's saying you are to blame. Don't blame the parents. They contributed, they did what they did, and this is your time for you to hustle in this world, as the people always say. Let me go direct to this gentleman near me from Western College. Western College, please. What do you have to say? Who is to blame? You see, I don't want you students in the studios, or even those who are yet to come in, to be like the monkey that laughed at the forest that was getting burnt, yet it is their home. So don't talk bad about these graduates, yet sometimes you also have the same challenges. Yes. So now, what do you have to say? Should we blame poverty and unemployment on the side of parents or the graduates who finish school and maybe they are not focused what they want?
Thank you, moderator. To me...
Your name again, to remind the viewers?
My name is Tumukundu Josephat, once again, from Western College in Mbarara, in the senior 6.
Okay.
To me, I have...
A scientist to be, don't forget that.
A scientist to be, being a PCM. So, I am to blame the graduates on the on poverty and unemployment. Just because these graduates, they lack decision for courses to take. For example, in the reports we have had like Makerere scrubbing off some courses
that they are expired.
Others are incompetent in the market of jobs, whereby you find like per now in Makerere you cannot find a course like telecommunication engineering, which is a fact that most of the graduates choose those courses and knowing that in the world of like this life,
the world
today,
of work,
yes, they are incompetent, those courses, and they end up finding themselves unemployed, yet they took courses which are incompetent in this world. So for me, I blame those graduates who decide the courses they are going to take or not regarding the work they are in, not considering what they are supposed to be having, but I don't know which decision they consider.
Maybe parents did not guide them.
Yes, parents, they don't guide, but most of the parents are uneducated, and even those who are educated, like a less percentage is educated. So if you blame parents not informing or not encouraging, at schools we usually have career guidances. So those career guidances are enabling us to know what is next in the next world after school. So that helps us to know that this course leads to this thing. So being led by those things, it is you to blame, not someone else.
As a graduate,
okay. Because you were passed through career guidance and you knew that me going for this course, I will end up being this. And according to how I see the environment I'm in, I will be able to access this opportunity. So you may end up finding that you are unemployed just because you choose a course which is incompetent in the market. Therefore, these graduates should make sure that whenever you are deciding to take a certain course, first think about where am I going to do this course and which environment. Like for example, the courses I have given you, you find that the graduate is unable to pursue a certain course he has finished, though it is like he has graduated within that
unable
course.
To work.
Unable to work because there is no employment.
They cannot apply their knowledge in the field because they can't do anything.
They can't do anything.
Okay.
So next, these graduates are the ones to blame, just because they, as my colleague had said, they like white collar jobs, and of which, like according to reports in Uganda today, the highest percentage in Uganda is employed by agriculture. And agriculture in Uganda today is not a white collar job, where you find that like to be employed, you have to have hands-on. You have to do something, then you get employed. So those graduates who like white collar jobs, they go in town and say, for us, we are waiting for the job opportunities to find us here in town.
As you finish,
so,
as you summarize.
Yes, as I summarize, I say that these graduates, therefore, should make sure that if you graduate in a certain course, don't think that that is the only thing you can do. Yes, we have, like agriculture, most of the times, it does not necessarily mean that I have first, like to be having a course in agriculture for me to participate in agriculture. Agriculture is for all of us in Uganda today.
Okay.
So you have to choose agriculture and don't think about having that thing like you completed civil engineering. You are waiting for the job that you pursued.
Do what is there.
Do what is there.
Remind your name again to the viewers.
My name is Tumukunde Josephat.
So Tumukunde Josephat is saying, you who is watching us, that if you graduate, you should not just wait for that job. Do whatever is there. Secondly, before you go for that course, first consult, get enough information about it, then you go for it. If you don't get a job, then don't blame anyone. Thank you so much, Josephat. Let me now go to this gentleman. Remind the viewers your name and where you come from.
My name is Patriotism, and I'm from Mbarara Allied School.
Mbarara Allied School. So what do you have to say? Should we blame the parents or we blame the graduates?
Of course, the parents should be blamed.
Tell us.
I have few reasons why the parents are to blame for this course, poverty and unemployment among the graduates. Yes. Firstly, most of the parents force their children to offer subjects of which, or courses of which their children don't like.
That is so important.
You find maybe a parent telling the son, you have to do biology, chemistry, and maybe physics or math, because you see currently we are in the world has gone science, so you have to be a scientist. But yet the child would have managed to maybe take subjects that are going to lead him into accountancy. You see, so that parent, you find that when the child maybe does his things, maybe offers the courses after he or she has graduated, you find he's not having the right marks to be competent in the environment or in the market of work.
So they study without the morale.
Yeah, they study without the morale. That's why we have got some parents where the child finishes graduation, then he just brings a piece of paper which is a degree. You wanted me to study for this, now you get your degree because you wanted it. Why? The child at the first of all never studied with the morale.
And love for the course.
And love for the course.
Yes.
And secondly, the parents also don't take responsibility on guiding children on which subjects they are to offer. Some of the parents are literate, that they have gone to class, they have studied, they have jobs, maybe even working in the government. Okay, they have jobs that are official, but the parent has never taken time to sit with his or her child and tell him, you see, currently in our world, you see, there has been a competition in a lot of jobs, so take these courses, they are going to guide you, because in this work there is no high competition. Some parents don't do that. This means that the child will make an offer to any course.
They see it, they can do.
They see they can do. But you find that course that child is doing, it is having a high competition in the market for jobs. You find at the end of it, or after graduation, the child is just sitting home without any...
Maybe the parents did not study, that they don't know how to guide this person, before you blame the parents.
No. So I have told you some of the literate parents, some of them that have gone to class, maybe they are always busy in their offices. They don't do what? They don't follow, maybe make a follow-up on their children and say, currently we are doing this here, according to our world, take this, will help you. They just, even those who have not gone, even those who have not, someone might have not studied, but maybe somehow wise that he can direct his or her child.
Or they can inquire from those who are educated. Right.
But most of the parents have not done that. And another thing is that most of the parents do not make a follow-up on their children. First of all, you find someone studies from maybe senior 1, senior 2, senior until senior 6, or maybe from nursery to primary, then the secondary level and the university. But no parent has ever taken maybe notes and say, let me follow my child and see where is he studying from, what is he, how is his performance. Most of the parents don't mind about that. They just send their children to school, go and study, they pay school fees from year 1 to the last year. No one has ever even gone and followed the child and asked, how is he performing? And what does he want to offer? So you find at the end of it all, some of the children make wrong choices. And after they have graduated, you find that they have lost jobs or there has been unemployment.
As you finish?
And as I finish, my last statement would be like, parents, most of them, they sell the property shares that would have been of children maybe after graduation. You find now the parent is telling you, I'm selling your land, I want your school fees. Don't come here next day that you want land because your land has been sold for school fees. But you find that after the graduation, maybe the child would have started using that land
for
agriculture or start any income generating activity. But the parents sold the property share earlier. What does this call for? This means that after the child has graduated, there will be no employment or there will be increase in the poverty.
Thank you so much. Viewers, I think it is getting hot, and I've seen that if you want to get ideas from for building this nation, I think you need to interact with the students. You hear what they are saying. This gentleman brings in a very important aspect of parents selling land to educate their children. He's saying you shouldn't. Because selling land to educate the child is risky. The child may not get a job, but try your level best to make sure that you do what you can to educate this child through other means, not selling land. The other issue here he puts across is the issue of parents forcing their children to courses they don't like. Whether it is a combination, whether it is a course at the higher institution of learning, please, we advise parents. They are from this gentleman. Remind your name to the viewers.
My name is Onesimus.
Onesimus says you should not force children the courses they don't like. Teachers who are watching us, parents who are watching us, much as today we are using the Queen's language, make sure mureke kuforcinga abana kushoma ebatakwenda. That is dangerous. Thank you so much. Let me go to Maiyahe. Please tell the viewers your name and where you come from and what do you have to say about the topic under discussion.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Moderator. My name is Kaindos Dice, Form 3, from Mina High School.
Good.
For me, what I have to say about this poverty and unemployment against the graduates in the day-to-day, that is irresponsibility of parents. These are my points that I'm going to give out for the case.
Just you summarize them.
I am having the family background. You may find that parents, for me I'm blaming the parents. The family, you may find that the family background maybe they are poor. Then maybe the student has gone to school or the child has gone to school, and you find that a parent is forcing the student or the child to take science subjects in actual sense when the student would have managed arts, leading him to law. But remember that in Uganda, currently in Uganda, when we look at about the job status, if you are not
the environment in the job market,
yes, if you are not known, then when you go for example to an office to ask for a job, they will ask you that who are you or where are you from
or whose son
are you. So if the parents did not work hard to bring out that family background or to put a farm background, they will not offer you a job. Then secondly, when we try to look about parents forcing children to take combinations at A level and maybe at
higher institutions
in Uganda, you may find that me as I want to take sciences, then maybe my parent wants me to take arts.
So you contradict now?
Yes. For example, I have an example of in a certain school. There was a student who wanted to take PCB, and the parents forced him to take BCM. But at the end, the student failed. So you see, the parents are to
Why do you
blame,
think
because
the student failed?
at one time, as he was trying to communicate or to interchange with us words, he said that my parents wanted me to want me to take BCM, but I feel as a student, I feel that I can manage PCB because I know physics, chemistry, mathematics
Than any other thing.
So when they forced him to take BCM, of course he had to fail, and even that he did not qualify to go to campus.
And who was to blame?
The parent, because he forced the student or the child to take a combination that he would not manage. Rather, if he had left the son or the daughter to take the combination that he wished, he would have passed, and maybe he would also go to campus like any other students. Then the next thing is how parents upbring their children. You may find that when, let me say, me, I'm poor, I come from a poor family, then I see my friends that are coming from
Rich families.
a rich family. I would also wish to come from that rich family.
But you are not.
But I'm not. So also that one brings about how if a parent would sat down with his son or daughter and maybe groomed him in a way that the world cannot even squeeze him at once, then the student would be, or the child would at least be also in the world with a better life,
with hope that things he can break through.
Yes, that I can also, if I'm from a poor family, that I can also at one time be.
So you're saying that parents don't teach their children to live within their limits.
Yes.
To live within their financial stands.
Yes.
They want to be like those children from rich families.
Yes.
And they end up failing.
So if I'm from a rich family, maybe my father or my mother, they can help me pass with the money. You know, in some situations with money, anything you can answer everything. So if I have money, maybe I can pass. But you find that a student is not waking up for morning prayers, for example, maybe because he's seeing his friend. He's not waking up for morning prayers.
So as you finish.
As I finish, maybe for me, the side have parents that they should sit down with their children and groom them the way, and groom them to make sure that they also
There is so
come
much
to their senses, or match their senses,
match with their status and their family background.
Yes.
Thank you so much. You who has just put on your TV, this is Education and Patriotism, and my name is Vicent Mujinya. This is a special edition, and I'm with students. We are using the Queen's language, English, because we have students from various backgrounds, and we are debating about the issue of unemployment and poverty. These people are having different ideas. This the current speaker says that you should live within your limits. This Sudai says, if you are a parent, teach your children to know the financial status of the family, so that they don't admire the other family that is okay and they put themselves into stages they cannot afford. These are very interesting ideas from students, and we thank you so much. As I go to these people as they give us their final touches, I want to send our shouts and thanks to the people watching the show at different places. The schools, I know they are watching, and our people from Kampala, Silva, this is my designer from first class Chitenyi Textile Material. Thank you for designing me. I think you see how smart I am. And then we have also the people watching us from Wantoni, this man, Fred, who services my hair. You see how good looking I am. And thank you for watching. And our people from various areas, Mbalala, Bushenyi, Ntungamo, I'm told you are watching, and even other people, we love you so much. And thank you for watching Skytv, most especially the famous education show called Education and Patriotism. Gentlemen and lady, and thank you so much. Now, I want us to begin our conclusion journey. What do you have to say from what you've been saying as far as the topic is concerned? Let me begin with you, head girl. Remind the people of your name, and what do you have to say in your conclusion as you finish up your speech?
Thank you so much, Mr. Moderator. Munez arrested once again, to you giving my views. But as I conclude, I urge the graduates that they should try as much as they can to avoid laziness. At least however much, as my colleague has said, you've taken a course, but you see it's not marketable. You can try out something else, maybe agriculture, some other stuff, but not only opting for white-collar jobs.
Thank you so much. That is Rest from Heritage Vocational Secondary School, the head girl. Thank you so much. And let me come to you, gentlemen. What do you have to say? Remind the viewers your name.
So thank you. I'm Tumukunde Josephat from Western College. What I have to say to the graduates, because I'm saying that they are the major cause of their problems as to why they are unemployed.
Yes, so, I love that.
Yes, you may bring yourself a problem.
But at the same time, you can solve it.
At the same time, you can solve it if you have some idea like I'm giving them.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So I'm saying that whenever you're graduated, yes, we study courses like I'm doing PCM, I'm hoping for engineering. So after engineering, it's not like I will keep on thinking about engineering. Let us always also think about other things that I can do. I may have
alongside engineering.
When the opportunity for engineering has yet to come, I be doing that thing so that I can be able to earn a living to drive me to the next step. You know, in the Uganda today, you have to bring in something in the office, acquire a standard job. There is no way you'll get that thing before working somewhere or working to get something.
I hope you are not following the proverb that says, "Do as I say, but not as I do."
Yes.
You're following that?
No.
Okay.
So what I do,
as you conclude.
Yes, as I conclude, I'm saying what I do is what I'm telling others also to practice, and so that we can meet in the same future.
Thank you so much. Gentlemen, remind the viewers your name and your final conclusion about this issue.
As I have told you, my name is Amtrenesmans and I am from Barai. To me, I think it's high time for the parents to rise up and know their responsibilities. Because parents, for sure, you have to take responsibility. I
hope your parents are watching.
Yeah, I think they are watching. You bore children, you took them to school, you are paying your all sums of your money. You want to see the betterment of your children. So try your level best. Don't just sit home and wait for the reports. Some of the children forge reports and take them for their parents. So make a follow-up, go and see. And to the graduates, you know the degree you are possessing or you are going to have is just a piece of paper. But your behavior means a lot in the society.
And the character and the performance.
That
is brilliant.
Then also they have to mark and know that our parents, you have to lead us in the right way. Because some of the parents don't take time to sit with their children and tell them this is bad, this is good.
They are busy looking for money.
They are busy. No, they have to look for money, but they have to complete their responsibilities.
So they balance.
They balance.
Thank you so much, Onesimus. Yes, Sudais.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. My name is Kayendo Sudais Niaturi. I'm from Mina High School. Then, in my conclusion, for me, what I would like to urge the parents is to allow students or to allow their sons and daughters to take combinations that they can afford, not to force a child on a combination that he cannot afford. Then to the graduates, as I conclude, is that they should at least come up with other renovations. For example, if your parent maybe is working in a market, also get somewhere, put something that can help you in future maybe.
Or you join the parents.
You can also join the parent, or even you can put a small agriculture business. You have seen people beginning up eggplant plantations. You have seen people beginning up and at a very young stage.
Thank you so much. This is Skytv, the voice of the people. You see, this is the only TV where you can have different opinions from the students. The rest are maybe doing their own business. But for us here, Skytv, we are your voice. We bring such kind of students to express their opinions, their views. This is their TV. This is their voice. So feel free to make sure that you're on the list of those people coming back next time. This is your show. Thank you so much, and I want to thank you for coming over the show. This is the famous education show in Uganda, Education and Patriotism, hosted by Vicent, Mujinya, Wijuka. Let me allow now go for a short break, and then we continue with the program. We are looking at the special edition of today. It is in English, the Queen's language. Don't go away. Thank you.
Skytv irakari abantu
orwa kabiroru omu program omuhinji no mulisa otaferwa weekend tuza kuba tuganira na abakagira development skill center main tanka neretete komu
yamara kutekomo then aho gamona kutambura gakazo mbizi pipes
atogene gareto pressure gareto muneruge
pressure gareto norakari raised karya higu
aichitukora twine room bakweta smoking room nutembo murahansi tukwikanyama tujanika higuru tukosa hooks ati omwiko kubanugurga hansi gomesenya meji
omwika
yes
nugo mukuru koresa ko mesenya meji
muro direct
tia kunungo mwika
te kununka mwika at all
ezinasaba beds mobile ni cyokurebera ejo shahanzina
abukubona imanyangu nasare bed neberu kuri
aha kekubira rya famu tinka gishirize kugera tankeze za butosha konka wano kora omsidling trays za wezi akatray kawaho kwenda kuza no genda na
Skytv irakari abantu
otaferwa program y'omukozi buli rwakana shaisha tunichweka kwika inane chweka zo mchiro
nanye omuhereza wawe agaba $10 abakozi abari gukora emirimo yabo emirimo y'umukono ndija kuba ntubakuretera aha Skytv obase kubegeraho iwe omunyeto ryokwe toyine murumo ninga shitori gukora no basa kwegera aha bakozi aba obase kugira ekiwayitandikiraho na nitwe aha Skytv irakari y'abantu.
Party time aha Skytv na nyamhereza wawe ainenina bursande kwihashaha mushanje kwisashaha 10 zo mwabazi niyo program yaraberebera birungi byonka emikoro mirungi decoration zensia gown zensia makeup zensia byona noza kubona bushanga aha Skytv neshanga ma Crystal Road omurembo orwambara aha henyine noho kubasa kutungira iwo kwenda kureta emikoro yawe kwenda kureta byona no basa kubitereza ntubyoreka aha Skytv shanje aha all media platforms Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok byona no banochanga tamu Skytv UG official no banotunga je buterevu aha aho shitame henyini nanyo muhereza wawe ainenina omwishyo wanyu.
turebere nshonga za rukundo aha rubajuro mwami no mcyara boyfriend na girlfriend narishi abantu binja bariyokwe habiremo butitsurizana habamno tabanko maka turebere ngwebi neveretwa mu obutesugana okushanga otindavunanizibwa aha mukundwa wawe, too much expectations kandi na lack of respect for your partner. Ebyo nabishanje aha Sky Television on program nyamurungi eya Love Drive erabereho buri Sunday shayina necweka paka shayitano necweka ezo mukiro. Sakwa tukusiyaho amabaraka g'abantu harimo enshonga zitari zimwe na zimwe tukusiyaho n'obuhabuzi kuruga abantu abariyokwe. Nanyo muhereza wa Olivia Kamsime tushanje aha Makarista Road hihi na Kabaterine Primary School narishi aha social media platforms zona Sky TV UG official. Sky TV irakarya abantu.
Sky TV irakarya abantu. Sky TV irakarya abantu.
No shasha otweno yaracharra habwa magaraga ugarukuzongoza mbwenu humra haramasiko naba alpha nacho support oinendwara yebinyoro candida endwara zamagufa no kushasha njingo no shasha msi hamwe no kushanyara otirwa stroke oine arsas nazo zikuganzya orwire pressure ninga no shasha mutama orwire nsugo no shasha ruhago oine asthma no funda na torukwisyaje no shasha chifubashi oine fumbi ninga araje no rwara shukari oinetse zubucho butatwara ningash infertility narno tungenda nasirgamu noza kubo micwe narno guragurusimye aba alpha nacho support nabashahaba kugu abari kujanja banembasi y'umutindo gwo higoro kurwo muhangiri ya America embazinka omega extra prostate care cora calcium probiotics testoplus life spark uritract supermash shark liver oil corn support digestive enzymes aba alpha nacho support bashanje murimbara arugutora rukushumana ruzantare ahife ya Stanbic Bank hihi na mapema tax pack ahashingine na bari ya Plaza bater resme ya 0 mukaga chinana 23 ninge ndijo ya 0 mukaga 89 alpha nacho support nisho cyo garukwa mu cyawe.
That many people fail to get job opportunities because of their character. Some cannot express themselves while others are too shy. But how can shyness come out of you as a person?
They wouldn't have got that problem, but none of them is doing that.
Essay writing competitions. These competitions are to take place at Heritage Vocational Secondary School in Mbarara.
Akankwasa Precious, Global High School Mbala.
This is aiming at empowering you with communication skills to be confident.
We can still blame the influence of our friends on the cause of homosexuality in our schools.
Chase away the shyness and to perfect the way you express yourself.
They influence you because they tell you the advantages in doing so.
Registration is going on at Sky TV and at Heritage Vocational Secondary School. Come and be part. The competitions will take place on 17th of June in second term.
Sky TV irakarya.
We welcome you from the short break, and this is Education and Patriotism. My name is Vicent Mujinya, and today I told you we have a special edition with students from various schools. These students are here to express their opinions. You see, this is the only station, the voice of the people, Irakariaba, the only station that gives the platform to students to come and air out their views, to come and say out what they think can help this country. And this is why we should enjoy this country, Uganda. And you has just put on your TV. I want to let you know that we are discussing within the studios. I have students from various schools. They're going to be telling us their names, where they come from, and which side they stand for. But to remind you, we are discussing the issue of poverty and unemployment amongst the graduates. Is it the parents to blame, or it is the graduates to blame? The previous group had very wonderful and brilliant ideas, and I think if you've been following, you have heard their views. I'm not going to say them out again. And this group here is promising me that for them they are going to make the studio catch fire with their brilliant views. They are here to let us know. Haji Haruna Wabuyi, you are watching from Matuga. Thank you so much. Sebo webare kutulaba Sky TV ekwagala nyo batulabire bonna abatulabeeyo n'abantu bonna abatulaba from various areas. I want to say thank you so much for watching the famous education show with me, Vicent Mujinya. So let me now introduce to you my special guests. Today I have very special guests from various schools, and I'll begin from here. This lady with my immediate left, please say hi to the viewers and tell them where you come from.
Hi viewers, I'm Namlemi Aisha, Senior 5. I'm from Mina High School, major from, at my home place is Isingilo, Nakivari Camp.
And they are watching.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I hope you're proud of your school.
Yes.
Thank you. Madam.
Hi everyone, my name is Tumkunda Juliet, and I'm from Heritage Vocational Secondary School, just near here in Gazi, the former Manji, and I'm the speaker at Heritage, and I'm just around from Barara.
You are in the right platform. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. My name is Akagwasa Samuel from Western College, Barara. I'm happy to be here. I'm very, very happy. Western College is found in Kolanoria. I'm a senior 6 student offering PEM ICT. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And the last one?
My name is Akangwasa Precious from Global High School, Mbara. Here, when you're going to Kakova, I'm from Tungama.
For you, it is your second time to visit Education and Patriotism.
Yeah.
You're welcome once again, and congratulations upon making it for the second time. Now, let me begin with the speaker. Madam Speaker, let me hope you study hard to become the Speaker of the Parliament of Uganda. We are talking about the issue of unemployment and poverty amongst the graduates. Do you think the graduates are to blame, or these parents who are failing to do their part? What do you have to say about this issue?
So first of all, we have to know what's the meaning of unemployment. Unemployment is where you have no job or nothing that can give you income so that you can provide
for yourself.
Yeah, provide yourself. And then poverty, yeah, indeed, if you're unemployed, then expect you to be poor. So poverty is when you don't have money, you're just broke, what we normally call broke. Yeah, then graduates is that person who has attained a degree or master's or bachelor's from a university. Yeah, so there is a saying which goes that you cannot take a horse to the river and then force it to drink. So our students in the institutions, so if you go there to attain education, yeah, you have passed, and then you have passed through the school, and then you have gone to the world. But then sometimes you are not allowed the school to pass through you. So I don't see why the parents are to blame if a parent pays school fees, gives you pocket money, enough pocket money. Yeah, there are some students that are given enough pocket money, and then you go at school, and then you're done
with school.
But then what you can do just in the world, because we normally call it that when you're from school, then you're going to the world. And then at our school, we normally tell them you have gone to the world, but then make sure you see the world, but then the world doesn't see you. Yeah, so if you go to the world and what you do is just bragging, I did this course, and what you're just doing is just competing with your fellows, hairstyle, dressing, doing this, I don't see, if you get unemployed, I don't see why the parents should be blamed for. Yeah, so there is, you might say that the parent forced me to do a certain course that I didn't want to do. But then in our country, Uganda, our country, we have seen that some of the courses that you can do, or faculties that can give you easy employment is education. So if you tell your parent, I don't want to do education, I want to do law, my dear, in our Uganda that you know, where will you do law from? Yeah,
you want to say the society won't have lawyers?
They will have, but it's really scarce, really scarce, and hardly and barely. Yeah, so if a parent tells you I have money for this course, and not even the money, but then the parent is just trying to advise you as a parent, go for this course, but you cannot adhere just because you're seeing this one and this one doing this course, or sometimes you want to brag around, yeah, may I do medicine, may I do this, I'm doing law. You just want to be seen, not trying to know what will come afterwards. Yeah, yes, you have done, and sometimes yes, you have passed. In our Uganda that I know, in Uganda that we know, most of the cases you're given a job by a person who knows you. So if you cannot try to fight for yourself, that you do a course that has easy jobs, jobs that are easily gotten, and for you just want to brag around that I'm doing this. Yes, I don't see where a parent should be blamed.
Thank you so much. Let me come here to my immediate left here. Remind the viewers your name and where you come from, and what do you have to say about the issue of poverty and unemployment. Who do you think is to blame?
Thank you very much. As I had told you, I'm called Namleme Aisha. I'm from Mina High School. It is located in Bihare, before Metropolitan. And the reason why I'm here is majorly to talk about poverty and unemployment. They say that poverty and unemployment is primarily due to the irresponsibility of parents, which is not right. In this country that we are living in, for me, I blame the graduates and the country that we are in. The graduates, sometimes, they force themselves to take the courses that they don't manage. You find she has graduated or he has graduated, but he or she does not understand what she graduated for. For example, I can see my friend, by the way, it is always because of bandwagon. I can see my friend joining law, but because I saw my friend joining law, I also joined law. When actually I can manage engineering, I offer law. After graduating, you find I don't know anything in law. Even I'm not capable of doing what I studied.
Namuleme, you want to say that schools don't guide these people to know what to do and what they are supposed to do after school?
Schools do guide us, but we students, we are big-headed. For example, schools can guide you. We don't allow phones in school. We don't allow escapism. We don't allow what? But you cannot miss seeing students with phones in school. You cannot miss seeing students escaping from school. So we are big-headed. We, the graduates, we should be blamed.
The graduates to be?
Yeah,
I think you need to tell that point to the students in school, not to be big-headed. How do you see it? You said tell them don't be big-headed.
At least when you come from home, because some parents tell us that when you reach you find some students at home, they are very humble, but when they reach at school, they pretend. So what I tell the students, that when you're at home or at school, try to behave normally. Act mature, because when you're from baby class, middle, top class, I don't think that they should also control you when you have reached at A level. Let you be controlled in nursery, not at A level. If they tell you something, try to follow it. Even you, be capable of what you can manage. Not to follow others, not because your parent told you this, not because someone wants this, but sit down, think of what you can be, think of what you can manage, and then follow that.
Thank you so much. And that is the reason why we always have such a show. This is Education and Patriotism. And this is what makes it the famous education show in Uganda. Because if you want to know the road ahead, ask those who are coming back. And if you want to catch a thief, you send a thief. These are students who are going to be graduates tomorrow. So we are wondering what is causing poverty and unemployment amongst the graduates. They are telling us the cause, and I hope they are not preaching the gospel of do as I say but not as I do. They are just preaching from the bottom of their heart. Let me have the only gentleman we have on this panel to tell us what he thinks is the cause, and who is to blame, and what can be done.
Thank you so much.
Remind the viewers your name.
My name is Akankwasa Sanon from Western College in Malala. It is located in Kolano. I'm a senior 6 student offering PEM ICT. So the reason why I'm here, we are talking about a very, very critical, a very critical discussion.
True.
Because unemployment and poverty are not new to us. We have lived with this situation I think since Uganda was there.
Since we are born, we live with them since we are born.
Since we are born, because I don't know the years before, but since we are born, we have been battling unemployment and poverty in our families, and parents came to a resolution that let them educate their kids, so that they can attain at least a brighter future. But let me remind you of this before I give my resolutions. As parents, it is a responsibility of a parent to prepare and ensure that their kids' life is good. Because most parents forget, they reach at some stage and they give up. They're like, so now someone has completed Form 6, he has graduated. They go out of their
So maybe
their children's life.
To let the viewers understand your side very well, you're saying who is to blame for these problems?
Parents are to blame.
Okay.
You find that the parent has gone out of a child's life, and a child starts struggling. Because when God was creating me, he put me in my mother's womb. He gave my mother everything, my parents everything in mind, with everything, the rules and whatsoever, to make me a better man. But at some point, parents give up, and most people don't see that mistake.
What do you think makes them give up?
At least at some point, they're like, this guy is mature.
And yet you are not.
And yet you're not, because a child is never mature.
You want parents to be with you all the time, even washing for you at your age?
Not like that. We are meaning in this system of what? Of
guidance.
Looking for jobs and whatsoever. Then parents, most of the times, you find that you have been born in a family that is poor, generally. You have not managed to go in a better school. And remember, in the job market, like when we are in the job market, quality matters. Because at this point, when a person is to advertise for a job somewhere, maybe they want 2 people, they want managers, 2 managers. Many people will apply, and when they apply, they are going for an interview. Quality will be mattering. When you had your education in a certain school in the village, you won't come and compete with guys from better schools. You find you had your education in a poor primary school, your English is poor, you cannot attain a good secondary school.
Where is the blame of a parent there?
A parent does not have money.
You blame the parent for not having money?
Of course, there. Now who is to blame there?
So they are supposed to work hard.
They are supposed to work hard.
Tell them.
The parent, dear parents, they're supposed to work hard. At least
fulfill their responsibilities.
They should fulfill their responsibilities. Take me to a good school, and you take me to a good school. Of course, there I will have no one to blame.
What did you say your name is?
I'm Akankwasa Sana.
Akankwasa, don't hit hard. Don't forget tomorrow you're going to be a parent.
I'm not hitting hard. I'm not hitting hard.
Okay, as you finish.
As I finish, because we have seen that not every graduate who does not get when a graduate completes, most of them, they get jobs somewhere. Most of them undertake self-employment. When your background is poor, and you find that your dad cannot give you any income, he's like, you have completed, go to the world and hustle. But the world of today, we have to accept that the rate of job creation is very low. It's very low compared to the population. In Uganda today, around 700,000 graduates enter the job market every year. But only 90,000 they are employed. They become employed. And in the 90,000, 20% of them are underemployed. You find you're working, you find the person started international business, but he's now working in a small circle in a town council. Now you ask, is that international business? You find some of them are underemployed. So the thing is, a parent should play a big role, because we know right now, you cannot wish for a job. You're not like, a job is not immediate.
Thank you so much, Akankwasa. Thank you so much. Dear viewers, I think these are brilliant ideas, and especially the parents watching us. This gentleman is saying that don't neglect your work for money. Balance your duties and responsibilities. These children can never grow old before you. They still need your advice. They still need your input as far as career guidance is concerned. Don't leave the burden to teachers. Teachers work on the timetable and they don't have enough time the way you can have for your children at home. And thank you so much. For the viewers who are still watching us, we thank you so much. This is Education and Patriotism. We are live here on Skytv at in Imbalala, and this is special edition with students. We are using the Queen's language because you see these students are from various schools giving their opinion on the famous education show, Education and Patriotism with me, Vicent. Now, let me have this Precious. Precious, what do you have to say about this issue of poverty and unemployment? Who is to blame and what can be done?
The graduates.
Please go ahead and tell them.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Moderator. I would like to put out my following points before I explain them. We have lack of languages, lack of experience, we have laziness, lack of seriousness, and negative thinking. I'll start with this point, limited language, whereby parents are doing their work perfectly, taking us in schools. But my friend has talked about the village schools. The benefit is the village school. For you, when you reach there, do what you're supposed to do. As a student, they are educated, they can speak good English. As a student, when you reach in that school, as village or in town, work hard to achieve what the parent has sent you to do. So if you fail to get, maybe let's say English, and you cannot be able to speak in public, when you fail to get a job, do not blame a parent, you blame yourself, because they took you in school to acquire everything that is in school, what is not at home. So if you go there and you do nonsense during that time, the parents shouldn't be blamed. Again, I can talk of lack of experience. These graduates, let me tell you this, in Uganda, as my sister was talking, in Uganda have many things which are making us fail to be employed, not our parents. When they take us in schools, maybe those who have already graduated, when they reach at university, they're just laying around, they're not doing what they're supposed to do. But we have what they call H2GA. They pay some money to those people. Like now I come and I pay some money to say, you're my teacher. You just put me in the people who are going to graduate. Because I have money, I have to give you some money. You put me in such category. They just read my name. Pressure has graduated as a doctor. When in actual sense I've done nothing. I've been wasting time, enjoying, having my friends, peer groups. So when I fail to get a job, does not mean that my parent is to blame. No, it's me who has wasted my time, even wasting the parents' money. And another point I can talk about, laziness. We are too lazy. You go to school, we are there, it's time for prep this, you are in your own what? Own life. And the parent is struggling very hard to get for you school fees, to get for you this. You say, mommy this, he's sending this, he's sending. So when you come out with the bad results, maybe they can't make you qualify to a good job, so that you can be employed as more as you wish. You cannot go, and you start complaining about the parents. No, it's you, me, who has maintained my laziness to be in me for all the time, Even when I reach at work, still I will continue with that laziness. They end up chasing me. If they chase me and I become poor, I fail to help myself, even to help my siblings. Who is to blame? It's me, because of my laziness since my childhood.
So you're saying these graduates and students in school should style up?
Yes.
They wake up?
Yes, should be able to know why the parents are sending them to school.
And why they're
not waiting for them to employ them.
Okay, as you finish?
The parent is employing us in education. So it's all about me, to know what the parent is putting in me.
And it is your future as a student?
Yes. Okay. Lack of references. Here, what I can talk about this, maybe graduates, they have this problem, references. They are in a place where they cannot be able to know what they're supposed to do. Like here, we are friends. This is what we're doing. We can be friends from here. This one is from Ntungamo, this one is from Isinjilo. Like, if you connect, if this one gets a job, maybe if you've been good friends, he's going to contact me. Also gets to know what to do. But some of us will have a negative thinking, whereby you know that in Uganda, it's very hard, like what my sister was saying, it's very hard to get a job in law. It's a mentality. It's very hard to get a job in the office because no one is educated at home. It's not like that's the mentality of someone.
just work hard.
So you're
Get
saying
a good
jobs are there?
qualification. They are there. It's all about the qualifications that you have. And if the job is there, you have a good qualification. How a parent is going to be blamed? For you, make sure that your results are good, you're performing well, you have your friends, you're going to get a job.
Quite very hot, interesting conversation here on Sky TV, Education and Patriotism. And I'm with the students, and we are talking about the cause of poverty and unemployment. And remember, you who is watching us, these are going to be the graduates of tomorrow. So we are always asking ourselves, why are the educated not getting the jobs? So at Sky TV, we decided to bring in this edition in order to put a challenge to these students in school to study while knowing that challenges exist and we can be problem solvers. I want to thank you so much. So now, as we conclude, I want to give each one of you 1 minute to conclude. What should be done, irrespective of the side you people are supporting? What do you think can be done? Whether it is the parents to blame, what can be done? Whether it is the graduates, what do you think can be done? I begin with you, Namuleme.
What can be done is only we graduates to be ourselves.
Not to follow others what they do, not to follow others what they say, to be ourselves. If I can manage nursing, let me join nursing, know what I am. Because also the chances are there. If you really believe that after studying, I will have a job, immediately you get it.
So we need to believe in ourselves. Self-esteem is important.
Exactly.
Yes, Madam Speaker.
Yeah, thank you, the moderator. Yeah, as I'm also concluding, yes, I've been blaming the graduates, but also to a smaller extent, the parents should also do their responsibilities. Don't only see money, but also see you're paying your money, but where is your money going? Is the child doing it as expected? Yeah, and also for the
so parents should not just pay money and stop there.
Yeah, they should follow up. Where is their money going? And also to the graduates, don't be competitors in unproductive things. Yeah, they shouldn't compete for unproductive things. Compete for something that will help you. And then my friend also talked about preferences. Yeah, you will be like, let me go inquire from my sister, let me go inquire from my auntie. Yet some of them, they even never wanted you to go at school.
Others fail.
Yeah, they will even give you fake advice. You will not go to your parents because this and this and this. And my fellow honorable talked about that the parents lacking money and then taking us to poor schools. It's not their blame that they are poor, and I don't see how it should affect you being to be poor or you be unemployed. Yeah, with the little money that your parent has, you can use it, and then because even the government has helped us to start the new curriculum in the secondary schools, so they're creating that chance of
job creation.
The employers and the employees. Yeah, you can create your own job. Yeah, and then slowly by slowly. And then lastly, I want to thank everyone who has been watching us. It has been really a good moment, and thank you for hosting us. I want to greet everyone at Heritage Education Secondary School, the administration. Thank you for giving us this chance to be here. I know you're there watching. Thank you. I greet all my friends. My dad, I know he's watching.
Okay. Thank you so much. Let me have you conclude.
Thank you so much once again. You know, when you have not tested swimming, maybe you have not been to a river to swim. You already think swimming is good. You already think it is easy before you go there to test it and see how.
Forgetting that experience is the best teacher.
Experience is the best teacher. But let me make my point clear. Parents, like I was talking about the side of parents. Parents, please set a foundation for your what?
For your children.
For your children. And we can talk about parents, talk about graduates, but like at the summit, the government takes a paramount role about job creation. So conclusively, the government should also involve in this. At least try to become accountable. You know, the government puts some project, they say PDM, they say PDM, it will employ 7 million, it will employ 70 million. That's what I had. It will employ 70 million. But before you know it, in a sub-county, you ask how many have gained from this, they tell you only two. Only 2 people have what? Have gained from this.
So in short, you're saying government should also make their programs clear
in this. Because you know the government is the paramount thing in job creation.
As you conclude, because of time.
And as I conclude, I greet everyone that is watching over there. Thank you, sir, for hosting us. My fellow students at Western College, my beloved those, Madame Pauline, thank you so much for your. She's the one who put the energy in this.
Okay.
Then my beloved teacher no, but also then my principal, the beloved.
I thought you would not mention teacher no, but thank you so much, and the principal.
Then also my classmates, senior 6 scientists. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the love. The whole school, I'm a celebrity there.
Okay, work hard. Precious, conclude.
In my conclusion, maybe I can add this point still, which goes to the graduates. Limited techniques. Yeah, they should be able to know what they're going to do. You should not go for in engineering. You don't practice. You just believe the money you have at home that you will pay those people working on the qualifications. You just put in the graduates. No, you should be able to know what you're going to do, having the techniques in the skill you're going to do. Another thing, maybe to my colleague Akankwasa Konemwe, he has talked about poverty of parents. A parent cannot be poverty and put you in such school, whether village or in town. If you say a parent is struggling to put you in any school that parent can afford, that means he can afford.
So fit in the school they have put you in.
Where they have put you, fit in that school.
Brilliant.
Don't think about someone who has gone in where.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. This is Education and Patriotism, and for now, I want to go for a short break. Then we're still proceeding. I told you this is a special edition of Education and Patriotism, and my name is Vicent Mujinya on Skytv in the famous education show. These have been students from various schools. This is it.
I'm Leme Aisha from Mina High School.
From Heritage.
Yes.
Akankwasa Samuel from Western College.
Akankwasa Precious, Global High School Mbara.
The Akankwasas. Still then, see you again. Let's go for a short break as we come back.
Sky TV, irakari abantu.
Omunya-Uganda mugenzi wanje otwirokenera byo kwerinda omu business yawe omu maka gawe ahikolero ningo mu famu yawe aba Jobite Systems Limited nobo kigarukwamo. Jobite Systems Limited n'abahangu omu kuletera za CCTV cameras ezekika kyahiguru ezirukosa amashanyarazi hamwe neza solar bine electric fences, wifi doorbells hamwe n'ebiranga kabi alarm systems hamwe na za gate eziri automatic na nezirukwigurwa amasomo ganyu otakutegana n'abakumi. Jobite Systems Limited bine computer accessories zone, biometric systems, video doorbells hamwe na anti-theft alarm systems ahabwaza supermarket. Jobite Systems Limited tubari koma kuguza konka n'abakugu omu kubyinstallinga aho uri kubyetenga. Binente konkuru omuri Kampala ari Kampala Plaza opposite B Plus ground floor shop number G4 kandi omuri Mbararaha bashanja hari intalero omu GBK Plaza room number 31 baterere simu notu 2 noti 92 55 94 na notu 85 mukaga emwe noti. Jobite Systems Limited, innovative minds.
Rock Boom, now in a new bottle with the same taste and same positive energy. Available in a 320 ml PET bottle. Rock Boom, feel the positive energy.
Orwa kabiroru omu program omuhinji no mulisa otaferwa weekend tuzakuba tuganira na abakagira development skill center main tanka neretete komu
yamara kuteka omo then aho gamona kutambura gakazo mu these pipes
atogene gareto pressure gareto mu neruga
pressure gareto mu norakari raised karya higu
aichitukora twine room bakweta smoking room nutembo mu rahansi tukwikanyama tujanika higuru tukosa hooks ati omwiko kubanugurga hansi gomese nyameji
omwika
yes
nugo mukuru kolesa komese nyameji
muro direct
tia kunungo mwika
te kununka mwika at all
ezina so beds mobile ni cyo kurebera ejo shahanzina
abukubona imanya ngo nasarebedi neberu kuri yafa
aha kekubira rya famu tinkagishirize kugereta nkeze za butosha konka wano kora omusidling trays za wezi akatoyi kawaho kwenda kuza no genda nako
Skytv irakari abantu.
Otaferwa programu y'omukozi buli lwakana shaisha tunechweka kwika inane chweka zo mukiro
nanye omuhereza wawe agaba $10 abakozi abarukora emirimo yabo emirimo y'emukono ntija kuba ntubakuretera aha Skytv obase kubegeraho iwe omunyeto ryokwe toine murumo ninga shitori kukora no basa kwegera abakozi aba obase kugira ekiwayitandikiraho na nitwe aha Skytv irakari abantu.
kabiri shaisha tunechweka kwika inane chweka zo mukiro otaferwa program omuhinji n'umulisa aha Skytv kwega abahinji okega abakugu nangwa tukakopa nari abo bantu ababasize kuraba omu business age bari kutwegesa kimwe 2-3 okutwakubasa kutunga entasya omu byo buhinji n'obulisa obwe turi kurabira omu mataka gitu make rero tyo tukabasa kutunga entasya nyamurungi obwe program age neza kubone kukiboho nywe kanwa kagamba Edmond principal farmer omuhinji atarukwata mu itaka.
Lunchtime request show aha Skytv okurugoro kubanza
Shaha gatano
shaha munana
shaha 10 z'omwaka no twanta omudi achamushana
okushaba keshongoro
shaho birthdays no manya oryoko to kumanya muntu wamana wo celebrating na birthday
twinemu obutumwa bwingi aho surprise calls ziri no basa kohereza obutumwa mama wawe tata wawe omwana wawe nenga shi boyfriend wawe nenga shi ex wawe
kuruga shaha munana shaha 10 z'omwaka
hanuya
aha Skytv
iraka ry'abantu is the boy king
Adena Cubs baby
bam 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 bam.
Program party time aha Skytv na nyamwereza wawe ainenina bursande kuyashaha mushanju kwisashaha 10 zo mwabazyo niyo program yaraberebera birungi byonka emikoro mirungi decoration zensia gown zensia makeup zensia byona noza kwa bushanga aha Skytv neshanga ma Crystal Road omurembo orwambara aha henyine no kubasa kutungira iwo kwenda kureta emikoro yawe kwenda kureta byona no basa kubitereza ntubyoreka aha Skytv shanje aha all media platforms Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok byona no banochanga tamu Skytv UG official no banotunga je buterevu aha aho shitame henyini nanyo muhereza wawe ainenina omushiki wanyu
turebere enshonga za rukundo aha rubaju rw'omwami n'omukyara boyfriend na girlfriend narishi abantu binja bariokwe habiremu obutikirizana habamu n'obutabanguka omu maka turebire ngu ebi nibireetwamu obuteesigana okushanga otine vunanizibwa aha mukundwa wawe, too much expectations kandi na lack of respect for your partner. Ebyo nabishanje aha Sky Television on program nyamurungi eya Love Drive erabereho buri Sunday shayina necweka paka shayitana necweka ezo mukiro. So kwantu kusiyaho amabaraka g'abantu harimo enshonga zitari zimwe na zimwe tukusiyaho n'obuhabuzi kuruga abantu abariyokwe. Nanye omuheereza wawe Olivia Kamusime tushanje aha Makarista Road hihi na Kabaterine Primary School narishi aha social media platforms zona Sky TV UG official. Sky TV irakarya abantu.
Sky TV irakarya abantu.
You are welcome to this last segment, and this is Education and Patriotism. You who has just tuned into your TV, you are watching Education and Patriotism with me, Vicent Mujinya, and this is the special edition. We are talking about the two issues, poverty and unemployment amongst the graduates, and then we are wondering what could be the problem. Why are these two problems persistent? Who is to blame? And what are the solutions? With me in the studios, I again have the new version of students. Today, I told you this is a special edition. I have...
my name is Atkunda Prosi.
Atkunda Prosi from...
Balaline School.
I have again...
Faisal Lord.
Nuwa Faisal from Global High School and...
Akampura
Ivan from Heritage. So we are talking about the issue of unemployment. So straight away I want to go to the lady next to me here about this issue of unemployment and poverty. Who do you think is to blame about the two issues, and what do you think can be done?
I think
First of all, tell the viewers yourself, where you come from and the class you are in, and what you have to say.
My name is Atkunda Prosi from Balalai School, Form 4. I'm the speaker, Balalai Debate Club. Me, I say parents have to take the blame because they contribute much on that child's graduation. Take an example. Yes, I accept the parent has already paid the tuition and the person has already graduated. Then it is this parent, in case this person has failed to get an employment, but the parent too does not have anything. The parent does not have any business that this person runs. And for that matter, if that child does not have, they always say half a blade is better than no blade. Already that person that has failed to get that employment opportunity, and that above it all, even the parent does not have anything to give the child, or else the child would have worked in the business of that, or the child would have worked in the business of that parent.
But the parent educated you. Do you think they should give you everything, including looking for you a job?
And that is the thing in parents. These parents think that if you have graduated, for them they think that you have attained everything.
You have matured?
I'm mature, yes, I'm mature, but I don't have everything. Me getting graduated does not mean that I'm going to start a job. It does not necessarily mean that. And that is the tendency they have. And to the fact that you have graduated, for them they don't think about giving you the capital, because they know that you have graduated, and so you have everything. They see you as a mature person, in actual sense, when you don't have anything to start.
You see, remind the viewers your name again.
Atkunda Prosi.
Prosi, what have you been studying at school, and why did you go there for the first sec?
Yes, I started to acquire knowledge, and I'm educated. Yes, I started there to acquire knowledge, but I'm not studying. I'm studying to get an employment opportunity, but of which I don't have it. I'm studying to get it. Then a parent should contribute much on me. A parent should have something.
They should not just leave you like that.
They have that tendency of leaving children just to go there in fields, look for employment opportunities, and they think that if you have graduated, then you have everything.
This is Prosi, ladies and gentlemen, dear viewers out there. She's saying that a parent should not just leave the children like that, even after graduation, because children can never grow old before the parents. Thank you so much, dear viewers who are watching. Faiza, remind the viewers your name, where you come from, and what you have to say about this issue under discussion.
My name is Faisal Noor from Global High School. As I told you the previous that I'm coming here to gym, and I'm really happy to and excited to be here for the second time, and we are looking forward to also be in the other competition that is taking place.
The regional essay writing and speaking competitions, yes.
Yeah. So today I'm opposing the motion that says that is unemployment and poverty due to, like, should we blame the graduates or we blame the parents? I really don't blame the parents, because the parents have been there with us, our backbone, our shoulders, paid for us, did everything to make us level up. So I can't blame parents, I really blame the graduates. See, you've been paid from primary, secondary level, even university, you are now a graduate. This is the time you should stand beside your parents, not blaming them why they didn't give you a job. It's you to go and look for yourself the job. Actually, it's you to put in that mind that today, I've been paid for all that long. Today I have to, my parents shouldn't even worry about the problem of having money, or I should be the one providing for them. So we have these problems like drugs. Actually, drugs have become, like, they have destroyed a lot of lives of a lot of the youth you see today. Most of them are drug addicts. Though some don't show, but then some are staying home because of drug addicts. Some are at the hospitals because of drugs. We have someone is, okay, even in case, even though you take the ones that have graduated, that have their degrees, when they go and look for a job, today they don't get the job, then tomorrow they also go back, they are not given the jobs. They even go back for the third time, they are not given the jobs. You find he sits at home and says, you know what, ma'am, I've been looking for 3 days and now I'm not even seeing anything, so I think I should even go. So you see this thing, that's laziness. You should go.
So they easily give up.
They easily give up. You shouldn't give up. This life you see, what if the parents you're blaming are not there, are not in existence? What if they have passed on when you have graduated? This is time you to face the world. It's you now, it's your turn to show the people that, yeah, my parents have lost them, but then I'm the one to present them in this world. You should take care of your siblings. Why should you blame parents? Actually, may I see that when you reach at the age of 18, what parents are doing, it's even helping you. Okay. Because that's the moment you should stand for yourself as a person.
Because they did their work.
Because they did their part.
Thank you so much. Let me, I hope the viewers, you're following this lady has brilliant idea. She's saying, as a student, as a child, you must know what you want and be able to stand to get it. You must hustle in this world. You must not easily give up. If you do, then you're finished. Let me go to this next gentleman, the only gentleman in the house. I think you see how ladies are conquering this Uganda. Gentlemen should be very careful. Give us your views about the issue of poverty and unemployment. Who do you think is to blame?
Thank you, our host. I'm Makampura Ivan from Heritage, and I think the parents are to blame.
Tell us.
You know, parents, they overconserve their children. In this way, I mean, you see, you come here, but okay, like you're going for work, but even your son, I don't know what you do. I don't know where you get the money. I'm home, I just see bread, I see tuition, I see food. I don't know where you get that money, and I'm not exposed. I'm conserved, I'm home, I just go to school, I come back home. And the second view is we lack career guidance from parents. You know, they have been in these fields and they know the problems.
They have seen it all.
Yeah, they have seen it all. So if they tell us about it, at least we can go knowing where we are going. But for them think paying tuition is enough, whereby it's not. Let them tell us that if you want to be a doctor, you have to behave like this. You have to know that you meet these things and these. But you see, I'm studying, I've graduated, and I'm going for work. I don't know even how to handle someone that is in pain. Okay, they will say you learn it from school, but then parents even have to contribute. Because we cannot get enough from teachers. And then education pressure. You know, my parents will say, I want you to learn law.
When for you want?
you want medicine, and then you go for what you don't opt for. You go for what you don't want. After, of course, you'll be reluctant or looking for a job because you don't want it. Though you studied, though you finished, and you will stay unemployed. You will stay poor.
Because you studied what you feel you are not interested in.
You're not interested in, and you don't even see, and you don't even think that you qualify for it, though you studied and graduated. And then the other view is about spoon feeding. Who spoon feeds who? The parents spoon feed
their children.
Yeah, the graduates. One has graduated, but then you still have to drop this person at his or her workplace. Why?
Though you are still staying at your parents' place.
You're at your parents' place and you're getting salary. Why?
Gentlemen, don't you think you are hitting hard? That what you are hitting will come back to you?
No. I'm telling you.
So what do you have to advise your fellow students who are still in school? What should they do?
If you have studied, move and get exposed to the outside world.
Face the world.
Yeah, face the world. But now parents keep us in their wings. And now the time they go, we don't have anywhere to look at because they have already gone, and it's where we have been looking at.
So to remind the viewers, you're saying of the two, who is to blame? Who takes the responsibility? Is it the parents to blame or the graduates?
The parents.
The parents are to blame.
Yes.
They need to incorporate their children in what they do.
And then make them exposed.
Make the children exposed. So they do their part. They should not neglect their children.
Yes.
Okay. Let me come back to Madam here. Madam Prosi, do you have anything to add on?
Yeah, what I can add on is that these parents normally tend to go to the society's expectations. They are like, what the society expects my child to be, so my child has to be this.
Not what the child wants.
Not that what the child wants, and the fact that they want to be placed in the society. So they end up forcing children to do what they should have not done. And in that case, education, it is not just all about having a paper. It is just what you have in head. What are you capable of doing? Remember, you have done something, but you're not willing to do it, so you give it less attention. What you have, you end up being chased at a job because you have nothing to do, because what you're doing, you don't like it.
They are confusing you.
They are confusing your mind. You never liked the course you took, and the parent wanted to be recognized to say, my child is a doctor now. And yet, for you don't afford being a doctor, you want to be a teacher. You end up lacking them.
Thank you so much, Proce. Dear viewers, I'm enjoying the debate, but you are the judge. You are the judge. And what I am beginning to understand is that I think exposure is very important. And if you don't hear from these students, then you cannot know the Uganda we are yet to face. You must have the brilliant ideas from these students. And that can only be on Skytv in the program Education and Patriotism. Meanwhile, I want to thank the teachers who took part in this debate. You know, these students cannot just come here. We have teacher Norbert from Heritage and other allied SS plus Western College for doing this. Teacher Susan, I know you're watching. Thank you so much for participating in this activity, because without your input, and even the other teachers, without your input, these students wouldn't be here to express their views. You who is watching us, especially the parents over there, I know the parents are watching because their children are here. These children are saying, leave them to decide for themselves, guide them, do what you're supposed to do as a parent, but don't just come in and force them to do what they don't like. This is a very big problem that we have. Many people are forced to do courses at the university when they don't like these courses. You force a student or a child to do courses they don't like. I'm not going to mention any, because somebody may think I'm undermining any course. There's no course that is bad, like the previous speakers were saying, but what becomes bad, you who studied it. How did you study it? What was the content? And what is your contribution as a person? Some students here say they cannot force you to go to the well and they force you to drink water. No, the parent has taken you to school, do what you are supposed to do. But again, other speakers are saying we should not leave these children to just meander around, to just face the world without our guidance. Because if you want to know the road ahead, you ask those who are coming back. So the parents have been there before, they have faced it, so they need advice and guidance. Children need advice and guidance from their children, so they are able to travel this journey successfully. So, Faiza, what else do you have to add on about this?
I actually have some more points to add on. The first one is that graduates don't get jobs nowadays because of due to their indiscipline. The rate of indiscipline.
So, in other words, for you are saying the graduates are to blame for their problems.
Yes.
Once again, to remind the viewers.
Exactly.
Okay.
I blame the graduates because nowadays the rate of indiscipline is too high. You see that someone is even welcomed, employed, but then he has this record or history in his life of theft, of lies. Like, you tell him, when are you coming to the job? Like, the boss calls and he's like, I'm about to reach. Yes, yet he's on bed. Like,
you lie your boss.
He lies to the boss. Then when the boss doesn't take like that lies, like it comes back several times, he just disqualifies you, like he takes you off from the job. Now that's due to your indiscipline. How can you lie the boss? Like, even though for sure you're someone who is old, someone with degree, how does even lies come to you? That dishonesty makes you be disqualified out of your job. We have also lack of communication skills. By the way, Mr. Moderator, I really thank you for promoting this, because now there are people who don't have that, who don't have this confidence of speaking to the world. You find someone is being interviewed at the job place, and he can't even speak like what he has been studying, what he's capable of. Like, he doesn't have that courage of speaking. So he ends up, like, the boss says, how can I take this person? They even allow the person who just knows how to speak yet doesn't have even papers, because the other person didn't show who he is, didn't talk to the boss well. So he ends up being disqualified from the job. We also have the problem of that was language problem, like language skills, communication issues. We also have like discrimination, and like you find this person has faced a lot of, like, he was being bullied during his secondary time. Then, but that doesn't stop you from getting job. Like, you find that you have been bullied, you've been discriminated from your fellows, but then that shouldn't stop you. That you should even use that as a weapon. You should say that that should be like a story to tell the world. You say that I've been bullied, I've been done this, but then today I'm here standing.
Thank you so much. You know, the viewers, this is a surprise. The other weekend, I had the employers here, and one of the issues they raised about the issue of unemployment is poor expression. I'm not surprised Pfizer raises it. One boss or an employer said that sometimes these graduates come looking for jobs, but they can't express themselves. They can't express who they are and how they can be able to compete. So this is a big challenge. So you people who are there, these are other ways. There are reasons why you're not employed, and there are reasons why you are employed. I think the best way is to learn on this show, the famous education show, especially the issues being raised. We bring you people from different walks of life as they teach you. Like, I'm sure you are learning from these students. Before I go to the next speaker, I want to remind our viewers that on 16th or 17th of June this month, Skytv, through its program Education and Patriotism, this very program has organized regional essay writing and public speaking competitions. So these competitions are targeting learners in school from senior 1 to senior 6. They are going to take place at Heritage Vocational Secondary School in Imbarara. The entrance or registration fee is just 10,000. You just come in. For us, we are here to promote you, promote your talent, your skill in speech and expression. Can you be able to express yourself? What is the problem if you do? If you don't, then we are here to promote you. So the competition will take place, to remind you again, on 17th of June 2023 at Heritage Vocational Secondary School, just here in Imbarara. Registration is going on at Heritage Vocational Secondary School and at Skytv Studios here in Imbarara. So make sure that you register. I said they should not cheat you. The registration fee is just 10,000. Then you just come in. Details are given to your teachers. You shall tell you what to do, but come and be part of this competition. It will be massive. It will be wonderful. I think you can see how students are expressing themselves, confidently, without fear and favor. These are the Ugandans we want. This is education and patriotism. The Uganda we need we must be the one to make it okay, to make it good. Let me hear, as we conclude, let me hear from you, sir. What do you have to say again about this issue?
Oh, thank you. The other point is about poor doctrinations. Like our parents teach us when we are young that like cooking is for girls, washing is for girls. Like you find when the teachings you have are very poor to make you successful.
The way you are brought up.
Yeah, the way you're brought up.
Sometimes not responsible.
Yeah, is not responsible, and you can't even stay alone for a week because you are raised up in a very poor way. And then another point is about the corruption of parents. I'll graduate though I'm not qualified, but because my dad or my mom has money, he or she will come here and pay, they will give me a job. But then in only 1 week I will be sacked. Because I did not qualify for the job.
Or I'm unable to perform.
I'm unable to perform. I did not qualify, but because of the money and because of the money the parents paid, I was given a job. But then I did not qualify for it, and then in only 1 week, 1 month, you're sacked and you don't have a job at the home sitting. And then there are some parents who are materialistic. You have a job.
They just love money.
Yeah. You have a job, but the way the parent expects you is not the way you are. You're earning like 1 million a month, but then the parents want things for 2 million in only 1 week.
They are over demanding.
Yeah, they are over demanding. And you find I'm in debt because of.
But they brought you in this world. You can even give them. Can you pay the parent?
No, you can never pay a parent. But then they can at least give you a wage.
I hope the parents are following and you've heard. This is not. These ideas are not directing to you, the parent of this younger man in the studios, but they are saying sometimes you need to be realistic with your children. Don't overdemand what they cannot offer, or don't force them into what they don't like or what they are not supposed to be in. As you conclude.
Yeah, as I concluded, the parents who give us poor images. Like, you have a dad, you're at campus, but then your dad is 56, but he's coming from a club. What do I learn from you? He's coming from party.
That is the irresponsibility that we are talking about.
Yeah. And then I will learn from you, of course, because you're my role model at the end of it all.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Like they say, it is the old birds that teach the young ones how to fly. You parents, please teach your children how to fly effectively, not setting a bad example. And let me now, what is your conclusion about this issue?
What I conclude? I want to tell parents, it's high time you parents knew that education does not solve everything. You should know that even if you have educated me, but add me something, make me get that job, because you educated me, yes, but I have to look for a job and you have to add in something. Don't just want to get everything just because I've finished education. You know that education does not solve everything. Don't expect that if I'm educated, immediately I have to get employed.
So they should not go very far away from their children.
They should not leave us to go there hanging around.
Okay, thank you so much. Anybody you want to say hi to before you leave the microphone?
Yes, of course. I want
only three
people. I want to say hi to our English teachers, and I want to thank them very much. Teacher Norbert, Teacher Cyrus, and Madam Grace. You've done a lot.
Are they watching?
Of course, they are watching us.
Okay.
The little you give us, for sure, we are contented. And the much you give us, we are super contented.
I guess it's not little.
Everything they give us, for us, we are contented with it.
Thank you so much. But don't settle for less. You continue. Faiza, let's go to the conclusion.
I conclude by saying that parents
Leave the children to the world. Give them freedom. Give them the capability to show them that they can stand with their legs. Because anytime you might leave soon or sooner on
or later
you might leave this world. So make your child see the world, see the true colors of the world. Give them that chance and freedom. And I also encourage the graduates to go and search for jobs. I also encourage even the schools to accept in case like they get like these chances of some of their students coming to these shows, so that they can learn the communication skills, be themselves, feel that confidence in themselves when they're younger. I encourage them to do that.
Thank you so much. Any shout out?
I shout out to our director. Thank you so much for allowing us to be here. I also thank my mother and all my friends and relatives that are watching me.
Hi. We greet you. Okay, like they say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And Pfizer is saying these children should be allowed to face these challenges, and the experience will teach them. In Kiswahili they say, if you are not taught by your mother, then the world will teach you. So the parents must groom their children the way they are supposed to be, so that the world doesn't teach them very harshly. Let me go to this last gentleman. Had you concluded? Please conclude.
Thank you. I would just advise our parents that anything they do, we are learning from them, and they should leave us to make decisions for ourselves sometimes.
Thank you so much.
Mostly in education.
I want to thank the viewers who have been watching this show, most especially Haj, happy everyday blade. I know you've been watching, and we are glad that you are there. Then the Silver, my designer. I've told you this man designs me, and I'm looking good. And you Fred, who designs my good design of the hair, I send my greetings. And to Anton people, my wife has told me she's also watching, and my family people, Fausta, my people from Luchiga, my sister, and etc. Thank you for watching this famous education show. I cannot be anybody minus you watching what we are saying here on this show. And before I leave, allow me to remind you that on 17th of this month, we are organizing a regional essay writing and public speaking competitions for learners, like these ones I've been having in the studios. So the target learners will be senior 1 up to senior 6, those in school, who will be able to come, compete in essay writing, compete in public speaking. Like this has not been competition, but these learners are able to express their views, and we give such platforms to these children so that they can begin from there. We don't want these people who fail to express themselves in the field. Registration is going on at Heritage, where the Heritage Vocational Secondary School in Imbalala, where this competition will take place. I told you registration is just 10,000 only, but Akwiba only 10,000. You should not be cheated. And make sure you register or at Skytv, or you can come and inquire more on those. You call those numbers on your screen. We shall be able to give you details about this event. It is purely an academic event. It's been a pleasure having students in this special edition. I want to say bye-bye, and before I say bye, I thank you, the viewers from all walks of life, Ugandans who have been watching me from different parts of the world. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful weekend. Don't go away. Skytv still has very many programs, and I want to congratulate Catholics again upon this Mother's Day and wish you well. Till next Saturday, bye.